How is everyone doing today on this beautiful day, whatever day you might be watching this video, whatever day this video decided to land on your For You page, and that's the thing. Today is February. Oh my god, it's not even February, it's March. I know I'm still living in February. It is March 6th, everyone. Just wanted to kind of get on here, record a little video. I have not recorded one in a couple days, I think. And I wanted to consistently make sure that I'm kind of getting on here and recording things, even though at times I feel like I don't want to record anything. Not that I don't want to record anything, but I just forget to record. And on top of that, I have a bunch of videos that I still need to kind of edit and upload, but I'm being patient with myself. That's something that I'm still kind of learning of, living in the moment and letting things flow naturally and believing more in myself and not making sure that I'm not rushing myself and pushing myself and making sure that I consistently am supporting myself. I do kind of want to say though, I've been having good vibes with my partner lately. I think after we kind of got everything off our chest, even though we might have our ups and downs and still kind of maneuvering through our new relationship, you would say, or our new outlook in the relationship. So even that, I have to be patient. And then yes, there's still sometimes that he just pisses me off with how he does things. I have to remember that not everyone is gonna be at the level of speed that I am, maybe. And then also, we're just taking one day at a time, and wherever it goes or wherever it leads us, that's what it's supposed to happen in life. I'm being more faithful and being present in the moment and knowing that the universe and everyone who's protecting me and watching over for me has my back. And as long as I'm being kind to myself and making sure that I am still working on myself, even though I haven't really done a lot, sometimes not doing anything is kind of doing something I'm kind of getting. So that is kind of where I'm taking. It's like trying to be patient, and even though there's a million things that I'm kind of wanting to do right now, it's like it all comes when it's supposed to come, and I should be thankful for these quiet moments, because maybe I'm not gonna have a quiet moment for a while. So that's kind of what I've been learning, and doing little things like in the background, like I've been writing more. I started writing more in my journal, kind of picked up a book yesterday. I didn't pick it up today, but I'm trying to kind of stay consistent with trying my mind to evolve and me evolve, and being patient and also loving myself, and self-care, self-love, making sure that I'm checking in with myself every single moment that I feel like I am anxious or uncomfortable in a situation. I'm trying to take myself out of that situation, or not take myself out of it, but not think of it as much, so that it doesn't consume my whole day. And I have to say that I'm very proud of myself. And even though, like, yes, a long time ago was just a couple days ago, a week ago, I was feeling like I didn't have anyone, or I didn't know where I was going. It's just all starting to kind of add up. It's all starting to kind of weave together, like what the stuff that's happened, the people that have left, and things that I had to go through. Now I know that sometimes maybe they are for a reason, and to teach us if we're gonna choose light or darkness from it after we've been screwed so many times. And yes, I'm not gonna say I think it would be easier to go into complete darkness, but I keep thinking it's like, when is it gonna be time for someone to break the chain of, yes, I went through a lot of shit. I don't want to put that back on people. I'm wanting to kind of break the change in my family, I should say, or in my environment, of trying to repair my mind or kind of be grounded with myself, that then one day I can kind of help other people. It's sometimes hard because there's some old things that we do that we've been doing for a long time. For like one thing, my thing is sugar, and I have a thing with, like, I always have to have sugar. Like, I always have to have candies or a soda, and I'm thinking, even though in my whole weight loss I've lost a lot of weight, now it's something that I'm like having to think about. It's like I really need to balance my diet out, because I think that's the last thing. Because there's one thing that I read, And it's like I read it a long time ago, and since I started my whole weight loss journey, it's kind of stuck in my head. And it said if a person can control their hunger, they control their life. If a person can control their hunger, they can control. If a person can control their hunger, they can control their life. And that's I know that's true, because for the longest time I didn't have control of my future. I wanted to hold what I thought was my future, I should say. And now it's just kind of, I'm wanting to make sure that I'm not trying to control other people, that I'm just trying to control my emotions, my body, my thoughts, my hunger for certain things, because it has to be a balance. We can't always be eating crappy food or doing crappy stuff, or we can't always be like, maybe there are people that can be always up and above and being 100% vegan and 100% like holy, but as a human being, I've noticed that there has to have a balance, because if you're an extreme for so long with either light or darkness, or even with, doesn't necessarily have to do that with like spending or like buying things, or spending and buying the same thing, I know, or like eating things or watching excessive TV or on your phone excessively. It's just like, not all things are bad, but we also have to remember that in order for us to live healthily and be happy with oneself, is like maybe balance things out. But that's what I'm kind of learning. That's kind of what my day has been consistently. And I just wanted to kind of get on here and record a little video. Didn't want to make it too long. Kind of wanted to say that I'm very proud of myself, and whoever watches these videos, if anyone watches them, I really hope that you are proud of yourself. That you try to start working on yourself and understanding the person that looks back in the mirror every single time. And also not only that, but then discovering those things and actually start working on them and actually start falling in love with yourself, because that's something that through all this crap that I've gone to, I really have found myself, and I'm loving myself. There's a couple things that I know that I'm going to be working through my whole life, but at the same time, I have to accept them as they are my flaws, and I love my flaws. Yeah, I might be an asshole sometimes. Yes, I might, in a heartbeat, just might be a complete and total dick, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm not out there just trying to harm people. It's like I'm an asshole in my environment, like I just throw a little tantrum here and there. And if I ever feel like I have gone overboard with someone, insulting them or anything like that, I always make sure that then I go back and apologize. That's always been me. And even though if it was something that the other person was poking the bear for, then I try to, no, actually I don't apologize, I'm not going to say that, because I warn everyone of the person that I am, or I have been. And respect is something, loyalty and respect is something that should be transparent for everyone, but apparently it's not. And that's what I'm learning, and that's why I think it's going back, it's like why I have fallen in love with myself, because I've always been there for myself, and I will continue to be there for myself. And not only that, I was there for many people that backstabbed me over and over, and I was still there. And one day they did decide to come, one day they did come knocking on my door because something was wrong. I probably wouldn't help them as the extent that I did in the past of opening my home for them, but I would probably see what I'm able to do if I can do it at the time. But it's something that's just a revolving door of bullshit that they're coming for, ask for help. Then I also have to know that there's boundaries that I have to keep, and I'm glad that I'm learning them. But that's pretty much for this video. I don't want to go on and rant, because I can rant even though at times I say I don't have anything to talk about. But if you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe, like the video, comment something down below as to how you get out of your mind to conquer your demons, as how you try to practice self-care and self-love every day and discovering yourself. And I think I already say like and subscribe. I'm already lost. But that's it for this video. Till next time, stay beautiful, but most of all, stay kind to yourself. Adios.